Like, okay, I'm just going to pray and intercede. And I did that for, I don't know, it felt like a good 20 minutes. Yeah, it was a long time. And at first I was a little discouraged because I was like, all right, I know praying and interceding is really beneficial, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. But the Lord was just revealing how being faithful is really important. And that I wasn't just going to leave her, even though she had a good interaction and the guy didn't seem like a threat, just to not leave my partner. So it was really cool because being faithful with that, praying and interceding for over 20 minutes, as soon as the opportunity opened up, the Lord called me to go outside, and I got to minister to this homeless man, and then after that it was just interaction after interaction after interaction. Like there was almost like no breaks in between. And my favorite testimony was probably the last guy of the night. Met him in 7-Eleven, and I was like, hey, where'd you get that candy cane? He's like, yeah, some guys just gave it to me, told me that Jesus loved me. But I felt like I was supposed to go a little bit deeper, and I was talking to him, and I was like, so, like, what do you believe? Like, how do you feel about that? He's like, I think there's a God out there who wants to do good for us, if we'll do good things for him. I was like, okay, not to like push it on you, but what I believe is a little bit differently. And he was super open. He was like, yeah, so like what part of what I said, like, what do you want to change? Because he was super open. And he just his countenance was so different than what I've ever experienced before. So I started talking to him and just explaining the gospel, you know, and how when Jesus said it was finished, like he did all the work, you know, and I was just explaining to him how he didn't have to strive or do all these works to get the love of the Father because he already had it. So I ended up praying with him, even though his other buddy who was with him was leaving. So that was really cool. I'm always encouraged when people will kind of stay with you instead of going with their friends. So I stayed with him and I started praying, and it was really cool. As soon as I said, mentioned repentance, he was like, wow. And one of the things he asked me to pray for was he's in the nursing field, and he told me that in the past 8 years, this is the most stressful he's ever been. And when I got done praying with him, he's like, I really feel like courageous, and now whatever I do next, whatever it is, I can face it like fearless. And I was like, yeah, because the Lord doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So he was it was so different because he was so surprised and shocked at like what the gospel is. So